Good afternoon and welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is Thursday, February 12th, 2015, and we're blessed to have with us Lindsay Lou and the Flatbellys.
Well, your record player's broken down and disrepair. You said your record player's broken down in disrepair. Sister, swing it smooth and groovy like that broken wreck ain't there. And just to keep things on the smooth and groovy, when your world it won't stop moving, and when your flame ceases burning, just keep things on the smooth and groovy. Well, the sun don't shine on a dark and a cloudy day. I say the sun don't shine on a dark and a cloudy day. I'm your sunshine, baby, I'll dry those clouds away. And as I keep things on the smooth and groovy, when your world it won't stop moving, when your flame it ceases burning, just keep things on the smooth and groovy. On your mind, you're worrying all the time. You've got the trouble on your mind and you're worrying all the time. You gotta keep it smooth and groovy, and soon you'll be feeling fine. All you gotta do is just, you gotta keep things on the smooth and groovy. When your world it won't stop moving, when your flame it ceases burning, just to keep things on the smooth and the groovy, and keep things on the smooth and the groovy. When your world it won't stop moving, and when your flame it ceases burning, just to keep things on the smooth and groovy, and keep things on the smooth and groovy. When your world won't stop moving, when your flame it ceases burning, just keep things on the smooth and groovy.
Audiotree Live with Lindsay Lou and the Flatbellys. I like that you practiced the throw ball and catch. It was very, very nice. When I heard you guys talking about it, I wasn't sure if you were going to have a real ball until I thought there was an actual ball that you were going to toss. Anybody who needs to switch up, yeah, you could go ahead and start moving around or whatever. Could you talk to me a little bit about Germany? You guys were in there in November, right? And was that the first time that you have each gone to Europe, or gone to Europe as a band?
PJ had been to Germany 2 years prior.
Okay.
But this was the band's first time.
Yeah. What are some things that stood out to you, like architecture or food? Did you have anything there that was like super authentic German food that you liked a lot?
Yeah, the schnitzel. But the things that stood out to us a lot were the tour bus, the hotels, and the venues. That's pretty much. We were there for 20 days and we played 20 shows, and And
ate a lifetime's worth of meat and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, in like
And
that
bread.
really tiny space.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, so that's, I like that. Do you feel like you, I don't want to say missed out, but I mean, it's a completely different experience, right? Than like going there on a vacation or something,
Yeah.
because you're really just from bus to venue to
Right.
bus again and again. Did you have any days off?
We did not have any days off, but we did wake up unreasonably early
Just,
when we were in Berlin just to go see the Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
Lindsay and I were the only people in the band.
Yeah, when I say we, I mean
Yeah, just the two of you right there. Yeah.
yeah, and it was it was like the trade-off. Like, I'm gonna feel
Terrible.
pretty weird
Yeah.
today because I'm doing this, but
Yeah.
it was cool seeing the Berlin Wall, and they've got a lot of history write-ups, and it was cool.
Yeah, I feel that. My sister did foreign exchange in the Dominican Republic, and so my wife and I got to visit her for like 4 days only, and so we just burned the candle. We slept for like 4 hours a night because we
Yeah.
knew that we only had 4 days, and we had to
Yeah.
fit like 2 weeks of vacation into 4 days.
You got to
know?
do it sometimes.
Yeah, you just take it where
Yeah.
you can, and you feel terrible, but the reward is beneficial or whatever. Thank you guys very much for coming out and playing for us, and you can go on to your next song when you're ready.
Well, I am not looking for an answer. I'm not trying for a tired old bag of tricks. I need a fix, a frame shift. And we've got a problem placing purpose, feeling worthless as a broken instrument. You've got it all cool, calm, and collected. You've got it all tight and in perspective. Well, honey, when you've had it, don't you tire the copacetic of the dirt, the day-to-day? Do you ever throw your arms up, arrested and disarmed of every weapon you could possibly say? I'm not looking for an answer, and I'm not trying for a tired old bag of tricks. I need a fix, a frame shift. Ooh, and we've got a problem placing purpose, feeling wordless as a broken instrument. You've got it all cool, calm, and collected. You've got it all tight and in perspective. Yeah, we make up our own rules now, and we all play the fool now and again. I play it longer than I'd like to, with no one left to pray to. We've got learning to attend to, solutions to find on our own. I'm not looking for an answer, and I'm not trying for a tired old bag of tricks. I need a fix, a frame shift. Ooh, and we've got a problem placing purpose, feeling worthless as a broken instrument.
Audiotree Live with Lindsay Lou and the Flatbellys. I just realized those are Shorts Brewery suspenders. I didn't know that. My wife's from Grand Rapids, so like I've spent a lot of time in that area. I love Shorts. Soft Parade is like just crushes. Such a good beer.
Yeah, on tap especially.
I would like to know a little bit about, because I heard you guys talking about chords and I don't know, music theory, stuff that I don't know enough about as a guitar player. If one is trying to learn, I mean, do you have any advice for like books or webisodes or teachers, something? Or is it just spending the time like poring over your instrument, any advice for music theory stuff, I guess.
We'll give lessons on Skype for
Yeah, they
$100 an hour.
I would strongly suggest you contact us at our website link and contract us to teach you. Yeah, I would. When I first started playing, I just, I would learn chords through tabs online. You
Sure.
can pretty much find everything online.
Yeah.
But I started with songs that I really liked, so that I had a passion for it. And then once I would grasp the chords, I would also start to grasp rhythm too, because
Sure.
you can't have a chord without a rhythm. And then it just, from that, it's really about putting the time in.
Sure.
And then everything kind of unfolds as you dive into it. And you find, to the contrary, if you don't put that much time into it, everything's, a mystery.
Yeah.
But it's,
The trick, I think, is not being overwhelmed or too hard on
Sure.
yourself, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
being open to learning. And like you said, it's all about time. The more time you put into it, the further you'll get, and it'll never feel like you're moving forward, but you always will be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I definitely feel at this point. Like, I don't know where to go because it feels like there's so many options. And with even a style of guitar where it could be like, well, I want to play like blues or math rock or jazz or whatever, all these options that it's so endless. But good
Right.
advice, I guess, to just sort of keep
just start.
doing it.
Yeah, start and keep going.
Yeah.
That's the
I'm
whole.
partial to this, but learn some bluegrass songs and
Yeah.
find yourself a bluegrass jam.
Sure.
And then playing with other people is a great way to.
Yeah, bluegrass
better.
provides a really nice platform for playing with other people.
Sure.
Because there's just the standard songs that are not too many chords and a strong emphasis on the rhythm.
Yeah.
And so,
And it's easy to find people to jam with.
yeah.
Yes.
And there's
Everyone
harmonies.
that plays bluegrass, they organize jams in any city, really. You could
Yeah.
probably find a bluegrass jam.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago, I'm sure you could find a bunch.
Yeah, absolutely. And easier because I don't have to lug amps around or
Yeah.
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
got your instruments.
Easier on the
ready?
back.
Yeah, and then you got it right there. Yeah, thanks. You can go to your next song when you're ready.
Cool. It's called Old Song. I had the notion to put life in motion and make it breathe, make it read like an old gospel devotion. But when I close my eyes, surprised to find what I carry with me is inescapably just like an old song. It brings you back home like a sweet old melody. You take it with you when you go. Like an old song we've all heard before. Gives us peace of mind, takes us back in time before we needed more. I remember the day I lost your voice, but could still see your face, saying, "What's up, kid?" with half a smile and a spirit that could stretch half a mile. And I mourned you all over again, but I remember when I waited for you patiently so we could sing that old song that brings you back home like a sweet old melody. You take it with you when you go. Like an old song that we've all heard before. Gives us peace of mind, takes us back in time before we needed more. We've been married for 60 years. That's 22,000 days of fear and laughter, peace and worry.
Audiotree Live with Lindsay Lou and the Flatbellys. So I'm curious, with the new record, did you record it in this same setup with like the central vocal mic?
This is it. This
Okay,
is exactly
cool.
it.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. And then what, like, how do you feel that contributes to whether the sound of the record or like the sound of Lindsay Lou and the Flatbellys being in this setup? That's a conscious decision, I assume, versus like everything individually mic'd and all that.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of ways you can record a record. And we had the dream of making a record that was just, the focus would be just us and what we do together. You know, this type of music, this roots music, there's a lot of emphasis on the togetherness of it.
Like the community almost of it.
Yeah, and the spirit of the moment and the spirit of the connection between the people.
Sure.
So we've recorded records various other ways, but we wanted to do one that was us doing what we do all the time together and just to capture that. And we were jamming in the dining room one night, and the room is all wood, and it just sounds so beautiful. And we just said, this is it. This is where we want to do it. We want to be here, you know, together, doing what we do, and just capture it, put it on record.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not to say that we're gonna do it like that every time.
Sure.
But it was a dream to do it, and it was a whirlwind of an experience.
Yeah.
4 days, an entire record,
Dang.
live. We didn't leave the house, you know? It's like we walked around the block every once in a while.
Yeah.
And the leaves were just this incredibly vibrant, you know, the Midwest, fall, Michigan fall. It was incredible.
So many trees over there too, like beautiful foliage.
Yeah.
You know?
And the maple trees especially
Yeah.
were just at that point where they're neon. They don't even look real.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool.
That's awesome. So you actually recorded in that house that you spoke of, like in that room with the wood.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Sweet. All right. On that note, Ionia, they're doing the release party this Saturday at Founders Brewfest in Grand Rapids. So please go check it out. Release party going on there. Then they're playing the Tonic Room tonight at 8:30 and on tour till the end of March. A bunch of festivals coming up too. So you can go to their website and check that out.
On tour kind of till the end of forever. Seemingly, yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All at once, everything changed. I became what I never thought I could be. Is this me? Or am I lost and just along for the ride? She looked at me with a sideways glance, knowing nothing could be left to chance. We closed our eyes and standing still, we swallowed the happiness pill. By the sea, he told me I have the secret to love. He listed steps 1, 2, and 3. What he wants will never be enough. He writes it all down, sleeps outside, bums a smoke and goes on with his life. Ooh. He's all there, he's all gone. He traded time for a trip that lasted too long.
Audiotree Live with Lindsay Lou and the Flatbellys. I want everyone to take a moment and admire their footwear, too. They're one of the best shoed bands I've seen in a while. Some nice style choices going on there. Thank you guys very much for playing for us, seriously. Thanks to Dictator Cabs, thanks to Goose Island, thanks to awesome people in the studio and sound engineers, camera and lighting crew hooking it up, and viewers. Thanks for watching. Support the band by downloading the session when it comes out in a few weeks, and send a shout via social media to us or the band if you just want to connect. From all of us here at the Audiotree studio, thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.
Chia! Buzz, guys. Very cool, guys. Sweet. So much. That was fun.
Yeah. It felt kind of tame to me. Didn't it feel tame?
Yeah. Fine. Good.
20 seconds.